you better look down when you see
Oh
this
my God!
queen
Bow
coming
to
in.
the queen.
Queen in the building.
Oh,
Hang out with the ladies.
My God!
Hey,
Looking.
looking
Oh
like
my goodness!
a million trillion.
I want to record
dollars.
this.
You guys are so good to me. Thank you.
Oh, you are good to us, and we're so proud of
Babe,
you
how
and
long have we
excited.
known each other?
Well, let's take it all the way back. Let me tell you about Claudia Trejos. When I was a newbie, very, very green, very green, when Goose and Tudor were still promoting fights in Los Angeles, and I couldn't get credentialed for anything. And this lady went to bat for me. Rest in peace, Rodney, who was working with them at the time, who was doing credentials. And this beautiful, intelligent, wise queen. It's like, come on. Can a woman get a chance? Women like boxing. Women want to participate. Give her a credential. Come on. And after that, I never had a problem after that.
Amen to that.
Thank you.
No.
Thank
Let's not
you.
forget. Everybody starts somewhere,
Yeah.
and it's not an easy road. But the toughest step is that first step. And if I could open the door for somebody, why not you guys? I mean,
Thank you.
diligence, hard work, consistency, and moreover, the desire to be here. And I remember back in the day when people would say, "Why would you?" Because I love it.
Yeah, and you know what? You pay it forward because someone opened the door for you, and that's how I always look at it. It's if I've learned so much, and I want to be able to teach someone else. Like this is how I did it, and you got to go through the ropes. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcuts. If you want to take a shortcut, you're gonna fail.
Yes.
And that's why you're a true testament. You were I remember when you were calling fights and just like it's like I still see you. You're calling fights for DAZN and a bare knuckle one. So I mean, yeah, BYB. So seeing you still on the broadcast, it's like you and Christina Puncher. It's like there's girls out there like, wow, I can do it too. It's not just men, old men doing it. Women can actually, they know the sport and they can do what they can do exactly a man can do in heels and in makeup.
Oh yeah, and still running. And I remember back in the day, before I even made it to the zone, I started many moons ago at very small channel, KWHY, Channel 22, back in the day. That was my first opportunity. We're talking about 1996,
Wow.
1997. And it was a long time ago. And then I had the opportunity to go into the network, which was Univision, that gave me the opportunity to do play-by-play for the first time, color commentating for the first time. And it wasn't easy. It was never easy. And I remember walking into the locker rooms back in the day, and I would get and you are.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're not the ring girl or something? I hate that. I hate that.
But thank goodness, I don't look like that anymore.
No, you still beautiful.
No, you still looking fine.
Thank you.
No, you still fine.
Man.
But there was a time where the typical, well, why don't you do weather? Nothing wrong with doing weather.
I love it. I mean,
but I don't know anything about weather. Why would I make a fool of myself and be disrespectful to all those people that work so hard?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why are they going to be disrespectful to me when I work so hard in boxing?
Absolutely.
You know what? I admire many things about you, but in particularly your poise under pressure. And I've seen you get put in a lot of pressure, whether it's interviews, post-fight, pre-fight. But in particular, most recently, I watched all the social media that was happening when you were working the fight in Florida, the Floyd Mayweather exhibition recently.
Yes.
And it went, what was we saw the point of view of Antonio Tarver, who was there, who was going live and stuff. What in the world, what did you see from your perspective? Were you still on the call? What was going on when everything was happening?
So I was actually doing the commentating with Beto Duran, Antonio Tarver, and myself, and I was in the middle, and I'm the shortest person. So we, as usual, we're ringside, and the crowd was getting rowdy. From the minute, I mean, it took almost 15 minutes to get Floyd out of the locker room. So we were already running late. People were anxious. Obviously, it was the last fight of the night. And the Gotti crew was getting anxious and rowdy. So the talk back and the calling and the, I'm going to answer back started outside. So now we're going to call a spade a spade. Floyd is a fighter. He could be 150 years old. He's still Floyd, and he's an extraordinary fighter. Absolutely. So of course he was playing with his food.
Of course.
Yeah. It's an exhibition for God's sake. Obviously. Gotti was not happy with it. He took offense, and I can understand. He was humiliated, and there was a lot of chit chat, and then Kenny just said, "You guys," and he was clear on his. He's a referee and he's been around for a long time. He said, "You guys keep talking. You guys keep going at this. I'm going to stop the fight." So of course they kept going. So he stopped the fight, and that's when all hell broke loose.
Did he bite him? Did he like from what?
Yes. There was. I mean, it was not a Tyson.
Not bite, but
Evander Holyfield.
Like
no, it was more of a gnaw. It was more of a
Oh.
gnaw.
Okay.
But I hate to break it to all you all. It happens.
It does.
It does. We all know. Don't make this public, but we all know it happens. Moving right along. The crowd was going haywire, and they're like pushing us against the comms table. And all of a sudden, there's this guy who apparently thought that I was short enough, so he was going to jump over me. So I'm looking at Beto Duran, and I'm like, what the heck? And my daughter's at the very end of the ring. So I said, my daughter's all the way back there. I got to go get her. The minute I turn around to look at my baby, this guy is coming up, his knee is coming up, and it's hitting my jaw. So I closed, I chipped it to.
No way.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. I mean, it wasn't hilarious when I turned around and I see Kenny getting like bombarded. I mean, both corners was getting up in the ring. The fans were getting up in the ring, and I'm thinking, Kenny has been around boxing a long time.
Yes.
But I don't know if you guys are young. Back in the day when the Tyson days.
We were just talking about the Tyson.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyson Jr.
Yes. It was bad.
Yeah.
And Kenny was in the middle of all this. So as I'm thinking, oh my God, somebody's got to take care of Kenny, my camera crew was getting under the ring. A girl was pinned under the ring.
Oh my.
That was like, let's get the heck out of Dodge. And I'm grabbing Antonio, and of course Antonio has priorities. He's like,
Antonio's like,
he's doing play by play. He's like, oh my God,
right here.
He's like, I'm putting this on my channel right now.
But you know what? It is what it is. And you know, you can't in life. You gotta take the good with the bad.
Absolutely.
And at the end, I can say I was there.
Yeah.
It was scary for all of 15 minutes. And then once I got in my car, and then I realized that it was my tooth because the piece ended up in my mouth. I'm like,
I hate that feeling. You're like, no. You're like, well, that's my souvenir from this fight.
Exactly.
I chipped my tooth. I would be like with that gold. Ding.
I got this to prove that I was there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my! I did not know it was. I knew it was bad. I didn't realize, what was happening within you guys.
Yes.
Your daughter was safe though.
Yes. Well, I grabbed her by the hair because she obviously was like, "What?"
She's like, "Mom, hold on. Let me get this. I want to put on my TikTok."
No, and the minute that we're walking into the tunnel, she's like, "I don't think I'm coming to a fight with you ever again." I'm like, "It's okay. You're going to New York. It's gonna be worse."
It's hard to get the kids to come with you to the fights,
Yes.
for sure. But so that is the extreme. So what is your boxing origin story as a child, as a young person, when you knew you enjoyed the sport, even before broadcasting became formation in your mind? Your earliest boxing memories and what you liked about it?
It must have been about 1972, 73. And I remember the world stopped to watch Muhammad Ali. And in my I must have been four. And I just thought, oh my God, is there such a thing as big and as beautiful and as agile? All I could see is this man just, like moving all over I had no idea. Mind you, I come from a long line of brothers. I'm number 14 out of 17.
What?
Really?
Yes. We've had this conversation.
Wait, you have any sisters?
Wait, I have two older sisters, one younger sister.
Your mom had that many kids?
It's a long story.
Oh,
Different management companies.
Okay, I understand that all too well.
Yes.
I have two brothers that are the same age that are not twins.
Exactly.
So I understand.
Oh, I have brothers that are cousins among them.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, this is a whole other
Families,
show.
boy, I tell you.
But you know what? It gives us a very colorful upbringing.
Exactly.
So the joke in my house was, oh, she can throw hands. And I must have been about 6 or 7. She can throw hands. But sure enough, I wanted to be like Muhammad Ali until somebody broke it down. It's like, you're not going to get to be that big, first of all. Let's forget about the fact that you're a girl. But no, baby, no. It's okay. But by the time I was 8, I wanted to be like Muhammad, and I asked my dad for a speed bag.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, and that was the beginning of the end.
Oh.
And by the time I was 16, I had already broken a few noses. And
Oh my
and still will.
Yes,
if you
you
trip,
will.
and still will.
Wow,
Yeah.
I bet a lot of people didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love hearing this.
I know.
about
I
you.
love it. It's just, you know what, we since yesterday when we did our live stream, we have spoken to so many women in media that normally don't do interviews, like Kelly Swanson, Brittany Houston, and now you. It's just we've spoken to women that we love to hear their stories because a lot of the media won't interview, and try to find the story. They want to hear, who do you have? Why do you have them? It's like, okay, it's repetitious, but we like in-depth stories. And so this is, Claudia, it's always a pleasure talking to you. When I was, I started doing some color commentary, and I would watch you and Conte and just to see, just and listen to how you guys did it. And I would also listen to how the men would do it. And it's so different because the men are just, they're men. But the women, they get really, and I love you guys, okay? But it's the women that really know how to tell a story, and for women too, it's like when you guys get really passionate about it. I know you want to curse naturally, but it's just I was so proud.
But I do.
Well, yeah, yeah. In Espanol or in English?
Both.
Okay. Well,
It comes natural.
you know what? I always say, if it naturally rolls off your tongue, it's a natural response.
There's moments when you really like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it makes me proud every when I do my homework, and I'm like, wow, these are the trailblazers for us women. Because if they didn't open those doors for us, we wouldn't be here. And the women that opened the doors for you guys, or you guys, and that's why I go, we're sitting here today because of you and Concher and all the women before us. So I wanted to say thank you.
No, please, thank you. Because if it weren't for you guys, this would be the end of the line. Let's not forget, there's a lot of discouragement out there.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that will say, yes, you can do it. There's a lot of naysayers.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, with social media, for whatever reason, call it human nature, we always attach to the negative. We very seldom do we go, somebody said that I was good. No, somebody said, called me on my hair, on my dress, whatever. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
It's so difficult to get that kind word, to get that pat on the back, because there's no such thing as a perfect show. There's no such thing as a perfect fight.
No, if there's no problems in the show, then there's something wrong. Like,
there's no such thing.
Yeah.
I've never in 30 some odd years, I have yet to have a perfect show because it doesn't exist.
It does not. And
So the minute that you get discouraged, which is so easy to get discouraged, so I am glad that you guys are willing to take the bull by the horn and say, I'm going to run with it, because behind you there's a lot more young ladies and young people in general, because the truth of the matter is the sport needs this new generation to take over.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, think about this, Claudia. If you look around the room, Jeandra and I are literally on Radio Row doing a live stream for, 3-4 hours now. And others are radio and have men being their engineers. We are everything. We are everything. Name it. We edit, we write, we produce, we host, we're wrangling, we're doing everything ourselves. And we know our shit.
So if you would like to contribute to the building fund,
I know.
again, the Best Women's Boxing Show period building fund, we're going to create our Amazon wish list.
I know, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we have to. We have to continue because we
gotta
need,
keep the dream alive.
we need stuff. I mean, the lights are bomb.
Yes, they are.
Everyone comes by and they're like, this lighting. I'm like, I know.
They're badass.
We just know. Women know. We don't
Yes.
even. We did a video with no filter. It was amazing.
Because you guys are good like that, but
Yeah.
you guys are very good-looking women. But I'm going to take this opportunity to remind people that these ladies are not only bringing on their A game here, they have their A game at home.
Oh yeah.
With their kids, raising kids, raising families, taking care of business.
That's right.
And it's A game across the board. There's nothing falling through the cracks. So kudos to you, admiration and respect, with much loving light, because the truth of the matter is, every day we wake up with the best attitude, and again, something falls and you're going like, oh, that was it, we're done. But we have to pick up ourselves.
Yeah.
And then you have to come and be your own technician, be your own engineer, be your own editor. And you guys do a kick-ass job.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
And we all have kids.
Yes.
Our jobs never stop.
Ever.
So, once we all get back home, I mean, I have a toddler at home, so and yours is grown. Your daughter,
Our daughters are
congratulations.
the same age, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
same
yeah.
age.
So I'm like I'm like on full mommy mode when I'm at home. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, and they don't
It's
stop.
hard.
Ever.
But little babies, little problems. Big babies, big problems.
The bigger problem.
Baby, these teenager
Yeah,
young
they
adults,
think your wallet is like
and they think
like a
they
bank.
know everything.
You already got the speech. You
Oh,
know what you're
yeah.
talking about, right?
Yeah. I don't think you've ever experienced this before.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't understand.
The times have changed. Okay, one last thing.
Yes.
How did they notify you about the Forbes distinction? Kudos to you. Kudos to you. What did they tell you? Did they call you? Did they send you an email? How did you find out?
For the Forbes,
Yeah.
literally got a notification. Listen, this is the link. Another promoter that's included in the list said, "Hey, you made the list." I'm like,
What list?
What list?
Chris Jericho? Like,
Yeah.
which list, you know?
and actually Brian was nice enough to say, I would like for you to get quotes on your partners, Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora, and then I would like to include you.
Oh.
I just sat there, it was like pinch me moment.
Yeah.
Like what?
You're like, is this real? Is this
Literally. And it's humbling when you start looking at all the names that are in that list.
Yeah.
All those outstanding, not only professionals, but just great people. Like, I grew up with Sergio Mora. I saw him go through the Contender. Chris Mannix, I've known him for a long time as the Sports Illustrated writer. Steve Farmer, he's the man that I go to, for God's sakes. It does not get any more of a historian. Jimmy, and the list goes on and on. Canelo. I've known Canelo since he was 18 years old.
That's so crazy.
It is crazy. And then I'm in that list.
That's crazy.
It's like, what?
Wow.
Amazing. So I take this opportunity to thank Forbes, thank Brian, everybody, and the colleagues. This is not about me. You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with.
Absolutely. And this room right now is just these are the people we love to be around because they truly love and eat, sleep, thrive boxing. I mean, you got to be crazy to be sitting in this media room all day, all night with no food.
Yes, right.
No water.
And if you would like a treat,
I know.
Please
I know
help
everyone's
yourself.
on a diet or trying to make weight.
You just need a little boost. If you want to go the peanut butter route, we got those. Or if you want actual cookies.
Yeah, people think it's our snacks. I'm like, no, it's for our guests.
it's for you.
You guys are so cute. I'm going to take one of those Ritz cookies.
You can take
For
whatever
sure.
you want. We have a whole box.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, we can.
You guys
prepare
are
you.
prepared.
The
And
next-
you know what the best thing is? That nowadays we come with comfortable shoes.
Absolutely.
Back in the
Tell me about
days, not just heels, hooker heels. I wore 7-inch heels. I still do.
Wait, how tall are you?
5'3" on a good day, and that's what my driver's license says, and I'm sticking
That's
to
her
it.
story.
Mine says 5'5". I'm only 5'4", but everyone thinks I'm 5'7", 5'8" because of my 4-inch heels. But no, I'm not. But yes,
I usually get where's the rest of it?
I was like, mine's back
Right
here.
there.
Yeah.
I purchased it. I have a receipt.
Yeah.
Yes,
right.
exactly. But again, the ladies, and you know what's even more amazing? So I come from the era of the Layla Ali's, the Mia St. John's, the Christy Martins, and all of a sudden, women's boxing dwindled away, it disappeared. And to see it come back with such a vengeance, with, it's like a thunderstorm, a power to be reckoned with, that now we go into like different media outlets, and they're asking us for predictions on women's fights.
Yes.
And not only that, we're referring to ladies as fighters, not
fighters.
just
Not
women
female,
fighters, not female fighters, not the ladies, fighters. So I feel blessed to be able to see that transition.
Yeah, we were just talking about with Jaime Mota some of the best ring walks, and I said Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, and you called that fight. We weren't there, but we felt the energy from the TV, and we were like crying, and it was like such a moment. And for you to be there in the sport as long as you've been in, and you're calling the fights, and just you're seeing it. How was that moment for you?
This is a true story. So let's talk about the walkouts. Eddie Hearn had a ginormous show just for Katie. with electric fiddles, violins that had played for the weigh-in. I don't know if you guys got a chance to
I
see
saw
it.
that.
And it was beautiful. It was a show on itself. Early in the morning, Katie calls Eddie and says, I don't want that. I want this song. I don't know if you guys realize Katie's very religious.
Yes.
But she's a woman of faith. I got a message, and this is the song. When I saw that, and I still get emotional. When I saw, she's a tiny little thing. She's tiny.
Yeah.
But the minute she walked in to that song, I literally saw her grow into like Goliath level. And she was just soaking up, and you could see that she was feeling the environment. Madison Square Garden standing up for her.
Yeah.
For her. And of course, Amanda Serrano coming out to salsa. And it was just, and she is living that moment because it was a historical moment.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting chills.
No, when I told Jaime, I was starting to tear up because I wasn't even there, but we witnessed history, and for you to tear up, you were there. I'm gonna cry.
It was a beautiful moment, and to see two modern day gladiators go at it, toe to toe, round by round. Very difficult fight to score. Forget about, and again, that was the moment that a lot of people from women's boxing to
boxing.
Priceless.
Yeah.
And salute to Amanda Serrano, who is going to be trailblazing again, fighting 3-minute rounds.
12 rounds.
12 rounds. Incredible.
Oh my God, that's just things like that, and and boxing is still continuing. We have Shadeja Green taking on Cruz Cern, the rematch with Chantel Katie. Who's going to win that one? Are you calling that fight by any chance?
I don't know.
We hope so.
I don't want to ask your prediction because you have to call it.
Yeah,
so I don't want to.
And I don't like to give predictions because it puts me in a mode that I'd rather not walk in, because it's human nature to want to prove your point.
Yeah.
Right? I know.
Okay. I love that. Please say that again for the people in the back row. It's like, but why aren't you predicting? Why aren't you saying anything? It's not as simple as that, especially when you have been booked to work an event. You can't just get on, and it's not anything about the promoter. It's just about personal integrity. Talk about that, about removing predictions to the public when you have to work an event.
Yeah.
You definitely have to remove whatever preference, opinions. You have to walk in clean slate.
Yeah, no bias.
Absolutely no bias. At least I do that. I have to do that because it's human nature. Oh, well, this I like my Samsung phone. I don't care what you say about your iPhone. My opinion is already on. My bet is already on Samsung.
Yeah.
So that will trickle into anything. And it's my nature. I'm not saying it works for everybody or that's the way it is for everybody, but it is for me. So I stay away from predictions. I want even predictions from, I don't get stuck in one round. I go from first round, second round. I don't go back to, well, she did this.
Yeah. Because people don't realize everything's round by round.
And it's irrelevant how beaten up person A, corner B is. This is next round. If you made it past that bell and you're getting into second, third, fourth, you need to be scrutinized on that round. Not how tired he was or she was, or how beaten up he was, or how many punches he took. No. It's round by round, and it's very, very difficult because you got to step away from your human nature to either be empathic to that person that's getting a lot of punishment, or celebrating somebody who is actually giving the punishment.
Absolutely.
We have one last question from the chat from NYK Loyalists. Claudia, if you could go in a time machine and call any fight in history, which one you would pick?
Good question.
Oh my God.
Choices.
That's a very good question.
Very good question. Oh, I guess, and I was there for that fight. Julio Cesar Chavez, Greg Haugen. I was not calling it. I was reporting on it. But just watching that fight and how, first of all, Julio, the longest walk of his career.
Needed a car.
And it was in front of 120,000 people.
That's the one. Is that the one that Jimmy Lennon Jr. said that was the one that he was?
That's exactly what Jimmy said. That
he was like, oh my God,
and seeing the sea of people.
Yeah.
Because we asked him. The ring announcer plays an important role in the fight, setting the tone, but it can also be overwhelming for them. 100,000 people in an arena. So we asked, where does he go in his mind to not let the energy affect him and still be able to deliver the address in a way that gets the crowd hype? And he picked that same fight.
Very rough fight, especially after that first round when Julio goes with everything and Hogan doesn't go down.
It's crazy.
And then he goes, am I going to do that? So, but that was one of those most overwhelming, and I was very, very young and impressionable. And in my book, he was infallible. And, he was still undefeated at the time. And you're thinking, he's not going to go down. He can't, for real. He can't lose.
Yeah, he can't. You're like, you can't. But no, especially in Mexico.
Exactly.
Oh, Claudia, thank you.
Thank you for your time, such a pleasure. She wanted it. She's like, why aren't you opening that and drinking it? I'm like, because we're not allowed to.
Not drink it
in here? In here. She said, who said? I'm like, we can
always put them on the
but
cup.
We
have our chalices.
Aren't they cute? They're so cute. They think about
everything. She gave this to me as a gift.
That's a beautiful.
I go, we're gonna have to get engraved.
Yes,
and it has a lid.
But here's the inside. I get her a wine glass. She gave me like a beautiful journal with beautiful messages. I brought that down. Like, hey, it's got a lid, so it won't spill on the equipment.
She speaks to my heart. I'm a wine tart, so we're both a wine tarts.
Well, I'm a whiskey.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I drank a whiskey last night.
Nice. What were you drinking?
It was from Poland. I got it from Michelle Phelps. During one of her travels, she brought some whiskey from Poland. Someplace crazy. I don't remember much.
Is that why you were late?
Nobody needs to know.
But she got here. That's it. And we're doing a live stream, and we look at it.
Ladies, I have to do like a baby and head out.
No, we love you. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. I'm like, I'm just, for you to sit here with us and just talk about so much, and it's always great to talk to you, and we get to do it live stream with you.
You make me very, very proud, guys. And I feel like the old matron,
Baby,
like
nothing about you is over,
girl,
matron, honey,
no.
period.
We all around the same. We're up in
For
there.
real.
I'm a 79 baby. Oh, someone's walking in.
Okay.
Canelo is here. Viva Mexico, cabrones! We got your drinks
here.
Oh, see?
Yeah, but
Come on here. Can we drink it in here?
really cool.
Are we allowed to drink it in here? They won't let us. Can we? Are we allowed to?
We're going to drink.
You got Canelo. See? You know what? That was pretty awesome.
Oh, good.
I see that. Oh, wow. Well,
I'm gonna let you guys
go.
Go.
Go. We'll be. Thank you so much. No, I hope so.
We could be next.
Can we just be like 2 minutes? He did. We have his drinks.
We'll talk about the drinks.
Please.
Yeah, we're live. Okay.
I know.
You guys don't miss out these two ladies.
You know what? I'm gonna just open it. We're gonna open your drink.
No, he said you got. He said you gotta have a brought chalices.
Anyone have ice? All right, thank you.
Don't forget these ladies.
I love you.
Yeah, I bring good luck.
I know you did.